What if the streets of Baltimore could talk?
Omar coming! Omar coming!
They wouldn't whisper, they'd grieve.
Sorry for the loss. Y'all sent him off right, though.
The Wire didn't just reflect reality, it became it. And some of its most powerful voices are now gone.
Where actor Michael K. Williams was found dead inside his apartment
And left us far too soon. This is a tribute to the Wire actors who passed away. Before the first wiretap clicked, before the streets whispered their secrets, Lance Reddick had already become the soul of the system. As Lieutenant Cedric Daniels on The Wire, he didn't just wear the badge, he embodied its weight.
A couple of weeks from now, you're going to be in some district somewhere with 11 or 12 uniforms looking to you for everything.
His stare could silence a room. His voice, calm but unyielding, carried the burden of justice. On March 17, 2023, Reddick died suddenly at 60 at his home in Studio City, Los Angeles.
Surprising and sad loss today from the showbiz world. Lance Reddick has died at the age of 60.
The death certificate cited ischemic heart disease and atherosclerotic coronary artery disease, but his family, through their attorney, called this wholly inconsistent with his lifestyle and noted that no autopsy was performed. The loss reverberated through Hollywood and beyond. Keanu Reeves, his John Wick co-star, called him a beautiful person and a special artist, and the film John Wick, Chapter 4, was dedicated to his memory.
It has been an honor, my friends.
Tributes also poured in from The Wire's creator David Simon, castmates and fans across the world. Reddick gave us more than performances, he gave us presence. Even in death, he still holds the line between art and truth, memory and myth.
Was it, Mr. Little?
I shot the boy Mike in his hind parts, that all.
Before the first wiretap clicked, Michael K. Williams was already a legend in the making. He didn't just play Omar Little, he breathed him. The swagger, the whistle, the shotgun under the trench.
Omar coming! Omar coming!
But behind it all, a code, ironclad.
I mean, don't get it twisted, I do some dirt too, but I ain't never put my gun on nobody who wasn't in the game.
A man must have a code.
Omar never cursed, never hurt innocents, never apologized. Williams gave us a man shaped by violence but never consumed by it. Every glance, every pause, it said more than dialogue ever could. On September 6th, 2021, we lost him.
where actor Michael K. Williams was found dead inside his apartment.
Found in his Brooklyn penthouse, 54 years old. The cause? Acute intoxication from a mix of fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, and p-fluorofentanyl. The streets took him back, one way or another. He battled addiction for years, sometimes blurring the line between his roles and his reality. He didn't chase glory, he carried truth. Now he's gone, but the echo remains. In every silence that cuts deeper than a gunshot, in every character who dares to be real. Williams's legacy is more than Omar's code. It's the humanity he gave to every role, and the door he opened for those who follow. You remember the voice-rich, deliberate, sharp as broken glass. Reg E. Cathey didn't just play Norman Wilson, he knew him. A man who moved through politics like a ghost with a conscience, shaping stories while knowing the spin.
You really think they're gonna vote for the white guy?
Black folk been voting white for a long time. You come correct, we listen.
On The Wire, Cathey brought quiet authority. Off-screen, he brought grace. Whether behind a campaign desk, a grill on House of Cards where he won an Emmy in 2015, or on the stage, he made presence feel effortless. Born in Alabama, raised partly in Germany and trained at Yale, Cathey's path was shaped by a worldliness that deepened every role. But on February 9, 2018, lung cancer took him at 59. No headline could match what we lost. He didn't chase the spotlight. He carried weight. Now his silence is louder than ever, and the wire's gone quieter without him. In a city built on codes and corners, Prop Joe was the quiet storm. The man who knew the game, played it slow, and stayed standing longer than most.
You go to the gun. I know, I've been there. But you ain't gotta live by it.
Robert F. Chew gave him that weight, that calm, that craft. Chew didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. He let the pauses speak, let the wit linger. Every word was deliberate, like chess played in whispers. He made complexity look easy on screen and off. But Chew was more than just Prop Joe. He was a mentor, shaping the next generation of Baltimore actors, preparing young talent for the toughest scenes and giving back to his city's theater community. On January 17, 2013, heart failure took him at 52. A Baltimore son, through and through. They didn't just act, they made us feel seen. And that kind of legacy never dies. Before the wiretap buzzed, before the docs whispered their secrets, Robert Hogan was already a veteran of the game. As Louis Sabatka, he didn't need the spotlight. He was the history behind the eyes, the weight in every quiet moment. A union man, a father, a presence that reminded us some losses come slow like rust in the steel. Hogan brought that truth, not with noise, but with depth. A U.S. Army veteran and a face familiar across 100 screens, he passed on May 27, 2021 at 87, after living with vascular Alzheimer's disease and succumbing to complications from pneumonia. Decades of work, one unforgettable chapter in The Wire. You can't rewind the clock, but we honor the time he gave us frame by frame. They didn't just play roles, they became the soul of Baltimore. Melvin Williams, once a real-life drug kingpin known as Little Melvin, became a guiding voice on The Wire as the Deacon. His life helped shape the series itself, profiled by David Simon, arrested by Ed Burns, both future creators of the show.
Drug treatment intake. Half these people are down on their feet, and the other half's gonna catch what's killing them.
After prison, Williams turned to faith, mentored at-risk youth, and became a symbol of redemption. He died on December 3, 2015, at 73 from cancer. Even in death, he stands as a lesson, a man who lived both sides of the game and chose to lead others out. As Horseface Pacusa, Charlie Scalise portrayed the incarcerated former cargo checker and Union loyalist who embodied the blue-collar heartbeat of Baltimore's docks. He brought humor, heart, and a quiet desperation that spoke volumes without a speech.
Thomas Pacusa.
Yeah?
I need to talk to you about something.
What?
Scalise knew the rhythm of working-class life, born and raised in Philadelphia, where his roots ran deep. You felt it in his voice, saw it in his stance. After a long battle with Alzheimer's, he passed away peacefully on May 1st, 2025, at a nursing facility in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, aged 84. Married for 62 years, a father of 5, and grandfather of 4, Scalise' legacy lives on beyond the screen. The streets never forget, and neither do we. The Wire showed us the weight of every choice, every corner, every badge, every name on a gravestone, and off-screen the pain was just as real. These actors didn't just play their roles, they lived them. And when we lost them, it felt personal. Which character from The Wire hit you hardest when they left the story, or when the actor left this world? Drop your tribute below. And if The Wire still lives in your heart, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because more stories like this deserve to be told. Thank you for watching.